Top 10 Canadian cities where Black folks feel welcomed and safe. You ever wonder if there are places in Canada where Black people don't just exist, they belong? Well, believe it or not, some cities up here are actually figuring it out. Yep, they're cracking the code while others are still stuck asking, is diversity even that important? Spoiler, it is. See, while a lot of the world is still having heated debates over whether inclusion is a real strength or just a political checkbox, something different is happening in certain corners of Canada. Quietly, steadily, Black folks are not just surviving, they're thriving. These aren't cities that throw up a Black History Month banner once a year and call it a day. Oh no. These are places where Black culture is living, breathing, and out in the open. Where you can walk down the street with your natural hair, your locks, your twists, without people gawking like you just landed from Mars. Where your job application doesn't disappear into thin air the moment someone reads your surname. What we're talking about is a movement, a wave. A low-key migration of Black Canadians building real lives, real legacies, and yes, real futures in these 10 cities. Whether you're planning a move to Canada, scoping out cities where Black identity isn't just tolerated, but embraced, or you're just plain tired of the never-ending diversity lip service, this list is for you. So go ahead. Grab that Tim Hortons double-double or a nice herbal tea if you're feeling fancy. And don't forget to smash that like button. Because what you're about to get is the real deal blueprint to Black prosperity in the Great White North. Number 10, North Preston, Halifax area, Nova Scotia. Wait. Did you know there's a place in Canada where nearly 70% of the population is Black? No, that's not a typo. Welcome to North Preston, Nova Scotia, just outside Halifax. A small but powerful community that flips the entire narrative on tokenism, representation, and visibility. While most cities in Canada pat themselves on the back for having a 5 to 10% Black population, North Preston is out here doing its own thing. Laughing politely, sipping tea, and showing us what real historical presence looks like. We're talking 69.4% Black residents. That's not a diverse neighborhood. That's a legacy. A legacy born from the Black loyalists, formerly enslaved African Americans who fought for the British during the American Revolution. They were promised freedom and land, and they made their way to Nova Scotia in the 1780s. And never looked back. Now pause for a second. How many places in Canada can say their Black roots run deeper than the immigration wave of the 1980s? Exactly. North Preston isn't just a community. It's a living monument to survival, resistance, and deep generational pride. It's far from the buzz of Toronto or Vancouver, but don't get it twisted. This place is vibrant. Tight-knit. For sure. Culturally rich. Absolutely. And the best part. Black kids grow up here seeing themselves in their schools, their churches, and even their local government. Sure, it might not come with a flashy skyline or real estate FOMO, but what it does offer is something big cities rarely can. Authentic belonging. It's not about fitting in. It's about being seen, respected, and celebrated. So ask yourself, would you rather chase overpriced coffee and luxury condos or settle somewhere where your name, your heritage, and your culture are part of the soil? Because that's what Preston brings to the table. And that's why it proudly holds down a spot on this list. Number 9, Hamilton, Ontario. Hamilton ain't trying to be Toronto's baby brother anymore. It's out here making its own name. And Black Canadians. Oh, we see it. We're already pulling up. From its gritty steel town roots to its rising progressive vibe, Hamilton is turning into one of those cities that makes you say, wait, could I actually live here? The answer is yes, you could. Hamilton serves up urban energy without the Toronto-sized headache. You still get a skyline, public transit, galleries, access to Lake Ontario, and a livable cost of living. Translation: you don't need to sell your soul or rent out your left kidney to afford an apartment here. And the Black population, growing, steadily, organically. This isn't some random fluke, this is movement. People choosing community and opportunity. City life and connection. Hamilton's economy isn't riding one wave, it's layered. From healthcare and education to manufacturing and the arts, there are real jobs with real benefits, so you can finally let go of that triple side hustle lifestyle. And if you're an entrepreneur, Hamilton's got you. Black-owned restaurants, creative collectives, pop-ups, festivals. This city is quietly becoming a hub for Black brilliance. But what really sets it apart? Hamilton doesn't just acknowledge Black culture, it amplifies it. From the Afro-Canadian Caribbean Association to year-round cultural programming, this city goes beyond performative gestures. Shows up. Invest. So ask yourself this. Do you want to fight for scraps in cities that only talk the talk? Or do you want to live somewhere that actually walks the walk? Hamilton might not have that glitzy marketing, but maybe that's the point. No fluff. No flash. Just community, culture, and Black joy growing strong without waiting for permission. Add the scenic trails, the real waterfalls, yes, actual waterfalls, and a music scene bubbling with homegrown talent. And Hamilton doesn't just feel possible. It feels right. Number 8, Winnipeg, Manitoba. Yes, we know Winnipeg is cold. Freeze your edges off cold. But here's the wild part. Black folks are still moving here. Not for the weather, obviously, but for something even better. Affordability, opportunity, and real community. Let's be honest. How many cities these days offer all three without needing a 6-figure income and a 6-hour daily commute? Winnipeg does. Forget what you heard about the prairies being tumbleweed territory. Winnipeg's got life. It's got a vibrant, growing Black community that isn't just here for the vibes. They're building something lasting. We're talking business owners, educators, artists, city leaders. From the Congress of Black Women of Manitoba to the Afro-Caribbean Festival, there are real platforms celebrating Black voices year-round. And let's get into the cost of living. In a country where rent alone can rob you blind, Winnipeg offers breathing room. You can actually save money here. Invest it. Build with it. Maybe even take a trip without donating plasma. Job-wise, the economy here stays solid. Healthcare, education, and manufacturing lead the way, and they're hiring. Real jobs with growth potential. The kind that don't ghost you after you apply. So, ask yourself, do you want to be a diversity checkbox in a trendy metropolis? Or do you want to live somewhere that actually makes space for your dreams, your identity, your peace of mind? Winnipeg won't promise you 25 degrees winters or luxury hype, but it will offer you stability, belonging, and the chance to build something real. And for a lot of Black families, that's the real glow you. Surprised? Yeah, most people are. But Calgary, yes, Calgary, is low-key becoming one of the hottest cities for Black folks in Canada. From rodeos to oil booms to cowboy hats that Beyoncé herself would approve of, Calgary has long been seen a certain way. But the game is changing. Calgary's Black population is steadily growing, boosted by newcomers from Africa, the Caribbean, and the US bringing flavor. Economically, Calgary's no slouch either. Sure, it used to be all oil all day, but now? It's diversifying. Finance, healthcare, tech, education, you name it. And guess what? You can earn good money without paying Toronto's soul-sapping prices. Events like Africa Day Calgary and organizations like the Calgary Black Chambers aren't just hosting panels, they're setting a foundation. Black professionals and creatives are out here shaping the city, one step at a time. So here's the real question. Are you going to keep fighting to be seen in a city that barely acknowledges you? Or are you ready to step into a place that's not just welcoming Black people? It's depending on us to shape its next chapter. Calgary might not be top of mind on those best cities to live lists, but trust. Black folks are already pulling up, setting roots, and building legacy while the rest of the country plays catch-up.